My live went off there, guys. It's okay.
Routines giving calm and control to the start of each day. And after years spent helping others find their way, these moments invite reflection. How prepared are you for the years still to come? That's where Unbiased can help. In minutes, you can match with a qualified pension advisor who will guide you with clarity and confidence. Unbiased is trusted by millions across the UK, offering access to thousands of FCA-regulated advisors.
Okay, mister.
Your first consultation
Don't
is free,
panic.
so
Where
you
you
can make
going,
sure
little
they're the
fella?
right fit.
Where you
Get
going,
clarity
little
on your
fella?
pension. Find your expert advisor at unbiased.co.uk.
Where the fuck did I put my lawyer? Oh yeah, sorry about that, Bruce. Sometimes when I click a link like that, it wouldn't let me resume. It came up. I seen the website. So if you get a chance, if you put that link on one of my videos or one of my posts or on my community page, then I'll be able to get people onto it. I'm looking forward to this oil that comes if it comes tomorrow, Bruce, or the next day. You know, I'm hoping. I'm just hoping to get a bit of a whack over, so you know you're like, don't need to go near the joint for a little minute.
In court, yeah. So that's they're trying to weigh up.
I wasn't, Scott. This is just my old jump. This is me wear around the house jumper. When I wake up in the mornings, like to bring her to school, sometimes I'll just throw this on me, like, do you know what I mean?
But he wants to think about that. I said that didn't cut it in my view. The one does not equate to the other. So in other words, he's on the sex offender.
It's good to see you, Bruce. I hope you're well. I haven't been into one of your trivia nights in a long time, actually. Well, at least a month or two, maybe more. I've got a lovely cup of tea here.
There's also a reference to using a private aircraft to transfer underage girls.
But this little do we were rolled earlier, this little tiny thing, was all the leaf and stem and bits and bobs. So I'm just happy here now, like a pig in shite. I'm smoking some actual bud.
There's a number of women who are suing Jeffrey Epstein, saying they were sexually abused.
Get paid tomorrow, which I'm broke anyway, but I mean I get to pay all my bills. That's normal. That's everyone wants is waits for payday, and then you get your bills paid. You know. And then this episode I'm listening to in the background is just about Jeffrey Epstein and his time in Ireland, bringing young girls and all that over to the wealthy.
I do not want to start a fight over the girl. It's a prescription for rebuttal and an encouragement for them to claim others so and so. So really, he's sort of trying to work out a strategy.
That's the fourth big joint about today.
What they say, how they handle their response to the media. And what
I hate that.
say back to them. Yeah, and how they handle that.
They're trying to shut it down.
Oh, mate. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, you do, Scott. As you can tell, adverse effects of smoking is coughing. But only if you have a Banjax pair of lungs like me. Like I smoked all sorts of I smoked crack out, all sorts of things. Tubes, pipes, glass, bottles, cans. I smoked the amount of fucking joints and bags I probably smoked in all the sessions and homelessness and despair I've been in. So, because it peeps, one person has said it to me, I won't say who said it, one person who said it to me and it made me a little bit self-conscious, but at the end of the day, I have a little bit of a cough. What can you do about it? No, that's fine, Scott. Honestly, I know I get paid tomorrow, actually. I get paid tomorrow. It was 5 days late. But here's one thing for you, right, which I'm just learning. I'm only learning. I wasn't on the dole all my life, or I don't know how it works. So I was panicking, going, what the fuck did I do wrong? And it wasn't, it was because last month was a leap month, remember? January, February, or March, or no, February is. Whatever. And how you be? And I wasn't entitled to get my money early because it fell twice in the same month or some shit. Like, out my 1,400 quid, guys. This is not a complaint. I'm telling you, it's my reality. I pay me rent, I pay me water, me gas, and all that. Pay for me weed, and they pay me bills, me loans, all that. Like,
sexually assault
And I'm
girls
usually left with,
of the age
you know, after a
which
couple of
this
days,
one
maybe, you know,
victim
maybe 100
was,
quid to
and
do it a
that's
month,
helpful.
150.
So
So what, most people don't use that word.
no. So what I mean. So
I get paid
common usage
PIP.
of the word paedophile.
PIP is called the Personal Independent Payment.
Somebody on the street. A paedophile is somebody in their
And
mind
that is what I
sexually
use to
abuses anybody underage.
Yeah.
go to the shops and treat the kids or buy me medicine
But of course,
and
though,
stuff
there
like that.
are
My universal
typical
credit goes for
medical
bills
technical
and rent and
definitions,
food and all that.
You know that
I could do better with my PIP.
girls or young boys
I could do better with my PIP.
Or there's other categories, subcategories.
Yeah, enough for the slick trim. Yeah, I did get my hair cut the other day, but people are nice. People say, "Oh, Finn, your hair looks well," you know, whatever, and I'm like, that's the thing about hair product. You stick a bit of hair product in it 3 days ago, and it's you put water in it, and it just goes like that. Do you know what I mean? How are you, Fred? There's another nice man, Fred. Everyone is nice. Look, everyone's blue. Look, everyone that comes in here is blue. And but Fred is a nice lad, a nice Irish lad, lives in a lovely part of Ireland, a lovely part of Ireland. His daughter's mad about football. It's one good thing that I am jealous of people like Fred. His daughter loves football. He got her the little shorts and the t-shirt, all the cool stuff she wanted. She loves to go training. She's won competitions. She's made friends. She has a hobby for life. She has all these things, and that's a great feeling when you can influence that into a child and they stick with it and they really love it. I'm trying with the little one, like trying to get her into stuff. They say she's amazing at reading. I read her a lot of books. I started off reading that one book at night. I know word of a lie. Then it was 2. Then it was 3. Then it was 4. Now it's 5. Do 5 books before she goes to bed. It takes us about an hour and a half to go to bed. She's good at reading. Big up David. I was going to say Taylor. Good to see you all. I know I don't come on a lot, guys. Life on life's terms, you know. Had a bit of dinner. I said I wasn't hungry. I ended up having some fish and some nice, no heavy fatty stuff. It was salmon, some sort of healthy rice and potatoes. You know, good day for me, really.
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, of course, he doesn't say gag.
So see you now, Finn. Honestly, that's brilliant, Fred. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, every parent, if they see their kid kicking a ball out in the garden, or that's good. And then if they see them play for their local team on a Sunday, that's good. But if they start making it to teams with standards and teams with possibilities and scouts and all this, it's fucking amazing. It's amazing. You know, especially for a girl like playing soccer or football, like, do you know what I mean?
And Tweed ultimately, I think, Epstein, because he's more used to the US media, he's not used to these sort of
Malika, how you doing?
You have to go through in order to have something retracted
or Robert, how are you doing? And Julie, good to see you all.
I think the documents, so ultimately, basically,
your name is Fred. How are you doing, my friend? I didn't know she was that old. I thought she was only about 10 or 11. You know, now's even more important because they start getting influenced about with the alcohol and the staying out and the fucking twerking their ass on Instagram, not being, but you know, all this silly stuff that the young people don't need. You know, they just need to make great friends on a football team. They will. She will, and great confidence. You know, excuse me. I hope yourself and the wife are good, Robert. You're Moroccan and you're 10. Well, then you can go away then.
Can use the legal system against in order to shut down the exposure of.
And the kids are not here today, guys. That's why I can talk. I'm in the living room. I have a smoky den. You know, I shouldn't actually be smoking in here, but I am. I'm only smoke one in here. Fuck off to the shed later.
Even if you are, as Epstein was, very, very serious criminal offence, even back then.
But yeah, this is just average me. Look, regular old clothes, shitty old clothes, not shaved, spot on the face. You know, normal people.
In Ireland, in this country that are
yes, exactly, Julie. Yeah, and Julie, thanks for your friendship as well. I know some people are coming here often, some people don't, some people are maybe older than me, some people might be younger. But it's nice. Jade's okay. I went up and checked on her and was like, "You alright? Like, I don't want to abandon you." She said, "No, I'm watching the TV, just chilling. You can do a live."
train spotters, media, and lawyers would find interesting. But Tweed is failing really to get anywhere, so he tries another tactic, and he tells Epstein that he's an idea to, quote, crack this open by the back door, so to speak. And he says that
Yeah, well, that, you know, I'm sorry if I meant, yeah, never ask, yeah.
the Times and the Sunday Times.
My live keeps pausing, does it? Hold on.
Epstein a paedophile. He said that indeed
It keeps
quote,
pausing,
the
bear
Sunday
with, 1
Times
sec.
often retain me, if only to stop
It
me
acted funny a
from
minute ago.
them
It acted funny a minute ago.
clarification, which they could just in relation to the other publications. Nothing else.
Yeah,
That has to be
I'm
done.
19 tomorrow myself. Yeah, exactly, Fred. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, of course, they,
you know, just away from all the bullshit, you know what I mean? Away from all the wrongings that are vaping, you know, vaping and all outside and all, fuck off. I did it. Oh, that was gas, Rob. Is because I'm used to watching you, Rob, you know, and you're quite calm. You like to do your lives in the morning. Maybe you get up with your wife and, you know, I tend to get up with the kids, but I'm a chatterbox at night sometimes. Good to see you, Luke. Some really nice people in here as well, you know, really. Luke, very intelligent guy, very clean cut, that's nothing to be ashamed of, and lovely partner. And then he had an emergency operation in recent times, you know, almost life-changing. And then to see him just go on live and act like nothing's, you know, and then sometimes I can be doom and gloom because I don't have any weed, do you know what I mean, or something like that. You know, it's really good. You're one of the first people I seen, Luke, compared to me stepdad, you know, and I hold him in great regard. He's a worker, he's never a drugger or a drinker or any of that, or a bad person, and he's very well intelligent, and he's, you know, he's an environmental engineer. Now he's a medic, you know, he knows all of it. Plumbing, he's a jeweler, he's fucking very smart. And you working on them big transformers and all, a very specific, very sought after trade probably, you know, and it just makes me think, I think to myself, I wonder what it's like to live in a day like that, where you go in and you deal with mad complex problems and all that. It's like, what the fuck? You know, it tells a lot about people who are, yeah. Let me just, sorry about that now. I'm just going to block that person, and the reason why is because we get a lot of randomers in here now. Now that we're over 1,000, people will always want to drag you down. Jude McDonald, if you're watching, just taught me that. Now that people are tuning in, now that you've got nice people coming in, now that you've got no drama in your, now that people are engaging, people will be jealous and they'll try to tear you down. People can have many different accounts and bots and all that. So when people say weird shit like that, we'll just get rid of it. Good to see you. I would say Tronic, Erden, Erde. But I'm not the best at Irish. Good to see you. You alright? What's wrong with him? Oh, yeah, it's because I locked him in. Obviously, somebody like Prince Andrew, like an instantly detestable character. These are my new prescription glasses, like they're actually for looking at the. So, look, this is what I've always wanted to do. You know what I mean? Just sit and chat and fucking. So here I'm doing it. Let's go.
Just fascinating stuff, and we will come back to this if there's more.
Excuse me.
Localized,
oh, it's Luke. How are you doing, Luke? What's happening, my brother?
Oh my God, you can spend hours.
How are you doing, Luke? I hope you're well. I was only talking to Eamon just being here. Well, he was in here earlier on today. Not as much as he used to, but he was in. Hope Marie as well. Hope her mother as well. And anyone who's listening, you know, I don't like to bore people. Sometimes I don't have a topic, like I just come on and go, But I'm feeling okay. I feel really bad and guilty on my missus sometimes. I've been in bad mood for 3 days. Paranoid about money. You know, really paranoid. No, I knew I was expecting something and it never came. You know, I was expecting Luke. Thank you, Luke. Thank you very much. Much respect, my friend. You know, there's always never any obligation um, to donate, but I'm on that scale now. People have an option to donate. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Let me like that. Sorry about that, Luke. Yes, good to see you, Julie. And Robert, you know, another lovely man I like listening to, you know what I mean? In the mornings, it's great to have these channels just pop up on your phone when you're in the morning. You know, sometimes you find it hard to get going until you see someone else getting going, you know. Yes, I'm puffing on some nice stuff here, but I have to say I was grumpy for 3 days because I was worried about money. Like, the landlord wants £800. I have about 7 direct debits that come out in the next 4 or 5 days. I was doing really good on my stats on my banking app. You know, little things can become big things.
Match had been heavily advertised, but the day itself was just little going on.
So there was very little happening that day.
He did. I am monetized now. And oh, big up. I'm sorry, Rob, I didn't see that there. Look, guys, I am sorry for shouting. I'm just a recovering addict who was given the chance of a lifetime by a lovely British woman who accepts me, warts and all, and still it brought me into her home and made a stepdad out of me. Do you know what I mean? That's all I am, really. And I was a recluse, a loner, a ghost, as I say to me ma, and now I'm just a person that is not afraid to come on and just chat with people who I would, in real life, could probably feel quite intimidated around. Not intelligent enough, not focused enough, not driven, no credentials, no job, etc, etc. So it's nice to have you in here, you know. But monetization is just the next step on my YouTube. It's not, you know, favourites over favourites or anything like that. Brian, good to see you as well. Another guy that's coming in a lot lately, Brian. Maybe you've been in here for a lot longer and just not said much in the chat. But definitely feel the love off is over the last few weeks, liking my stuff, commenting. Like, you know, just to use Brian for an example, Rob, Luke there, lots of people could say negative things. Lots of people could, I'm not perfect, people could say negative things, but they choose not to. And it's a great feeling, you know. I'm no harm to nobody. I don't wish harm on nobody. Really don't. You know, I don't want to seclude anybody, I don't want to exclude anybody.
Yeah, very funny. But of course, you know, he's stopping.
Thank you very much, Robert. Honestly, I've been on it for about a year and a half, and it all came from the idea of taking control of the fear of public humiliation. As Mel Gibson once said, it's you know, 99% of people's generalised fear is public humiliation, and coming from someone who has body dysmorphia, for instance, like, I'm not the biggest chap, you know. We all have things that we don't like about ourselves. What I'm saying is my channel and the idea of me to desperate to get 50 to go live was to kind of talk my everything, my good, my bad, my negative, my stupid, my ridiculous, everything, and be okay with that. Just be okay with that. Don't go back and look and just be okay with it. Forget about it. This is what we do now. People can make their own decisions up, and we can make our own decisions up, but we talk. You know what I mean? Why do people only talk when they're sitting around someone else's table or out of head on drink or drugs, or you know what I mean? So I'm sorry if I missed anyone there now. Anja, good to see you, Anja. Thanks very much, Luke. I appreciate it. You know, all the help you can get. All the help you can get is amazing, but it's not. It's all this time we've never spoke about it. Everyone in this channel, we've never spoke about it. But now that it's there, it's just an option. If people are in a position to, you know, it builds the channel, and that's what it's about. You know. I'm good, Anja. I'm very good. Good to see you. I'm child free tonight. The missus is up in bed watching the TV. And we're just chilling, having a chat. Good to see you as well, Brian.
Newsrooms aren't as busy
Take
as they
care,
used to
Luke.
be. They used
Good
to
night
be
and God bless to
very
you and your partner. I'm not sure if you actually lived together yet, or
everywhere.
I know you were saying she was a bit feeling down, and you know yourself, but
Everybody's phone was going.
you know,
People were hearing little bits about it. It was the news was starting to break about it.
what's the point of having a house if there's nothing in it
We were
and there's
there
no one in
sitting
it?
in
You
the
know what I mean?
office with this photo. There's that sort of news sense in
So,
you that you want to
we're
run
just chilling
this.
here having a little
And at
smoke.
the
I do have me
time,
bong and all
loads
that
of funny
there.
stuff was online. This would have been Friday
Excuse me.
on the Sunday, and this is a Friday afternoon. We had something
And I hope that the
really
TV's not
special
too loud, guys. I
But we
always watch
also,
stuff in the back, listen to
knew
stuff in the
guards
background.
were gonna be desperate for
Unfortunately, I
that
don't have a
picture
remote
because
control.
They were two gunmen
So this is
running
just
from a scene of a
a
crime.
podcast
So it was
about
a very
the
compromised situation, and there was a bit of argument
2016
going on,
murder in Dublin.
and there was voices were raised.
Totally.
Thank you very much. You get into any of that universe shit? I do. Michael, welcome in. Or in Ireland or Dublin, we call you Mika. Took Mika. You were like, excuse me, my name's Mike. Yeah, it's not fucking now, fella, it's Mika. I do like the odd conspiracy theorist. It's theory, but you know, what would I know? What would little old me know? Go to college and then have an opinion. Do you know what I mean? And why college? Well, because I'm not afraid to stick my hand up and say I'm just going to safely assume someone who's done 8 years in college is likely to be more intelligent and clued up to what's going on in the world than me. Could be wrong.
Straight away that the guards are going to want these pictures and want to use
You know.
it for their purposes. And we also have our purposes, which is to tell what happened and to report on the news. So there was a conflict.
I know you're from Indian. Yes. How are you, Anja? Anja's all the way in India. To talk to you in the morning, Rob. See you in the morning. The kids will be here extra early with the stepdad dropping them off. It's the worst day of the week, but I'll have to be up, and I always make sure I'm extra washed and shaved and looking fucking sharp. Even though I'm dead inside, but I'm just how are you? I'll be up early. Good to see you, Anja. I hope your sister's okay.
Of course, David Byrne had been dead in the
Depression Talks is a YouTube channel which is good to listen to. You know, if you're feeling down or struggling, you know. Anyone else who's in there, there's 13 people in. Don't be afraid to say hello, and we're all on the same level in here. You know what I mean?
His cousin Liam Rowe, another significant cartel member. There was no sign of Daniel Kinahan.
Have to let the dogs out for the wee now in a while. Hear the place out.
Professional killers had been flown into the country and had already been flown out.
She's good, Luke. She really is good now. She's back on her feet and in work after she hurt her knee in January or in February.
There was the general, I suppose, conversation.
It's been a while since I spoke to you, and that's what I love. True friends don't need to speak every day. It's nice if you can. But true friendship is being comfortable enough just to say hello, or you know, and that's I like that.
Very senior lieutenant. He was also from criminal.
She's chilling, as I said. She goes to work every day, you know.
His brother is Liam Byrne.
And sometimes she just likes to be left alone. I'm having a hot bath. Make me dinner. I'm having a hot bath. Tidy the place. You know what I mean? And then come up and cuddle me. You know, whatever. But she's fine. I feel a bit guilty on her, to be fair, because how are you, Wardy? Wardy. Yes, the reason why I was gonna do a live, Patrick, is because I have Amazon Prime now. But on Amazon Prime, the game was on the extra one, TNT, which I'm not big into sports, so I said, fuck, I'm not paying 20 or 33.99 a month. The other one was only $7.99 a month, do you know what I mean? And you get the odd match on Tuesday. So, Arsenal match, I watched the Arsenal match last night on it, so. But yeah, I hope you're well as well, Patrick. You know, I remember you came in here a good while back and you says hello, and you've never said anything bad since. You know what I mean? Hey, there's Sammy, look at him coming in the door, the big pork chop. Good, Sam. Love that cat. Legend he is. When you see him jump, come on, yep, yeah.
It was inevitable that blood would flow.
IPTV. Now I don't know what that is. I know like there's BBC and there's a few others, but is for the Samaritan. Yes, absolutely, for the US. Yes, I don't mind you putting that in there at all, Luke. Honestly, we're into that. And I remember before I don't know why you stopped doing your videos, to be fair.
as if people were
One of the
trying
ones
to
I really
size up
liked was the
how
one you
two
done on
Premiership teams were going to play
young women
against one
getting into
another. That's what
OnlyFans.
it felt like.
You know, and what I
They
liked
seem to
about it was you were
extract from
talking
their
about
agency
Irish women.
10
You were
years
talking
on
about all
from the
women,
hit
but you said
that
it.
changed Gangland
It's
forever.
too easy,
Visit
and people can see it as a way out, and don't sell your morals away and all that. Like, it was a good video, you know, and you can articulate facts well, percentage. You can make it me understand what's going on more at a global scale rather than just like a rat in his hole not knowing what's going on. My man hates Donald Trump. I thought Donald Trump was the most honest president we've ever had. Like, I genuinely did. I thought the reason why it sounded so outlandish is because he was telling us the truth. Everything else was fucking made up lies to make us cattle and sheep. But then I've got my own mother who fucking would almost say that I'm ridiculous because I like Donald Trump. You know what I mean? You know. But it's good to see you in here, Patrick. You know, honestly, you know, anybody giving me time, just giving little old me time. So, you know, as I keep trying to say, actually, I feel a bit guilty on Jade, because even though I'm not trying to be in bad mood, I have been in bad mood for 3 or 4 days. I didn't have my medication, which is fine, not me weed, my sertraline I didn't have for a week. The chemist said they weren't giving it to me because it was 100 days since my last dose and all since my last batch and all this crap. And I was like, well, I take the fucking thing every day. Okay? Sometimes I take 100 ml, sometimes I take 150, depending on mood and surroundings. So they kind of made me out to be a liar, and there was a hold up on that, and then I didn't know when I was getting paid. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one who would be a bit pumped up, like they had bills to pay and all that, and they thought their dole was getting cut or their sick was getting cut or whatever. You know? But my missus goes to work every day and she does put up with me. Like, I consider myself just like Jude, someone who is, you have to love them, truly love them to bear them, because we could have everything we want in life and we could still have a sour face on us, or we can still be tormented in the brain of something, because we are very... Oh, sorry Sam, I locked you in. I have to let him out now.
Let's talk about this. I mean, anybody I've mentioned
Gee, will help you clear your mind. Ah, Debo, welcome in. I wish I could go to a warm country.
They've laughed, they've gone,
Hold on, let me let him out.
mad fucker. And then they've gone, I vote for him.
Let me let him out.
This is it. And I mean,
Good,
I
sir.
don't know about you, Nicola, but what I heard from my
No,
sources,
don't be
it
afraid
took
of the
me
corn.
hugely
It's not
by
going to do
surprise.
anything. Go on.
It's not
Dog
something
ate
I
the
saw
bag. Look, I left the bag there and the
No,
dog ate it. I'm going to have to...
whatsoever.
Good boy, Sam.
So obviously we both went about our business, and I think
I'm not
we
going out with you.
only put it out when we were 100% satisfied.
Well, you have to be able to let this thing in. Look, you have to be able to... You have to open this so it fucking opens both ways. You're locking them out and shit. Fuck. Which one is it? Ah, that's it.
Looking likely before Christmas at this stage.
Now, I suppose just to get down to
Good to meet you,
brass
Debo.
tactics, first of all, to get
Saying he's good. Yeah, he was in great form this morning. Now, when I spoke to him earlier today, he was in great form. I'm not going to lie.
within your constituency, or you can pay
Is that too loud, guys? Or is it just me?
So, do we all reckon that if you can't get the 30 signatures, you might as well throw your hat at it in the first place?
Well, I don't know. Well, just to look in the constituency, because obviously Kerry Hutch will be running.
I'm not in no rush. Look, this was a nice
Sean
one.
O'Leary, who got
This was a nice one. This was all bud. That's why I didn't smoke that. Look.
Some independent, so
When was that?
that was in the
And it's just nice to have a conversation, which is...
So, but I mean, he like Kerry Hutch, like is
Okay.
different than other.
This is a great channel I like listening to. It's called Crime World
Like, and I think
on YouTube. You can join the channel on YouTube or Spotify. And it's everything gangland, Irish gangland, European gangland, global gangland, but mainly Irish crime and all that type of stuff. And I've always been fascinated by it. You know what I mean?
Paul Murphy and Jason Bonney were found guilty of their roles in it,
So-
which were far lesser. But
And yeah, it's
Jerry
nice.
Mulford was brought
It's nice
back
to have
this
12
time
people
put on
in here,
trial
guys.
for
I really
murder.
do.
And it was
I'm sitting here
sensational
puffing. I'm happy.
trial, and it was in
Jade is happy. I know I'm getting paid tomorrow because I got paid. I ordered some 20% super lemon haze, THC oil. Most of them come with less than 1% CBD, but this one was actually 3% CBD. And which, so it's twice as strong as the stuff I've tried before. And my thinking in that is take the power back
in the North Inner City.
in
Kerry
my
Hutch appeared
consumption of my medicine, and that is stick to a schedule and try use the oil. I haven't thought about whether I use it at night or in the day. There's no point in smoking as much and having the oil. It's completely pointless. So, do I have me morning wake and bake, you know, and then about an hour later I have to have a wash and I'll have me oil with a cup of coffee, and then that's it then till later on in the evening where I just use me vape. So I'm getting all three things in one day. Do you know what I mean?
There's huge affection for him. It's kind of this lovable.
He's not on it. Must be a different person. Okay, it might be. His name is. It's he has himself under Swords Boss.
Is another matter.
It's definitely not. Okay, that's he. I don't think we mentioned you. Nicola Weher Knickers with Daniel. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Patrick. You know all about it. I'm talking to the strangers on here, but you know, there's a lot. They get a lot of slack and all that. You know. But I think it's gas because like Jerry was sitting beside her, even though she's hunted him all this time, writing about him for decades. It's quite hilarious, you know what I mean? Little tit for tat and jokes and all that. So, yeah, right, she did. She creamed her little knickers. Oh,
No. Let's have a look
could you
first
repeat
at
that?
the life and crimes.
I'm in Spain at the
of
moment.
Australia's
You know what I mean? And she flew back on the same
Spring of
flight.
1960s in Dublin, in the north inner
Oh
city.
God, it's gas.
into an
Oh, that's
impoverished
why I
family.
love watching it. I'd say he'd love to
The
scratch
father
your
had
fucking
went to
eyeballs
work on
out.
the docks, and of course, it was just that time when the battle ran dry, and he was brought up. It was 8 of them, wasn't it?
8 children.
8 children.
Yeah.
And he was in and out of a couple of those institutions for sort of stealing.
That's good. That's
violence.
good, Luke. Honestly, it's great to hear from you. You'll have to tell me what Tronach
They
means in
were
Irish,
vicious places.
like, or in English, shall I say?
Say that a lot of people
Uh,
did get involved in crime. Children.
I would say Tronach, but that could be Tronacha or Tronacha or something like that. I'm probably murdering it. I'm ashamed to be Irish. My little sister went to an all-Irish primary school, an all-Irish secondary school. She's fluent in it. I haven't got a fucking clue. Couldn't have thought to.
Media sensation really because they were regarded as the
That means how are you?
control teams, and it was this
Tom make 'em up.
something we've never
Names.
seen before.
I am well.
I think
I am
there was
good.
robbery of shops really wasn't it? Jump over.
Yeah, a lot of it was low level. I think he gave his first interview when he was 16 to RT Radio, where he's just said,
Man, man is fur. F-I-O, F-I-O, fur.
Mhm.
So he was kind of
Fair.
openly as a young man saying that he was involved in.
You know,
kind
I
of
only know
violent
little things like
criminality,
that.
But it was in order to survive.
It's kind of a
That was
shame,
definitely
really, isn't it?
So it
what was-
started, I
what was
think.
being
I had to learn
done
French in school,
and
like,
that's probably
and
where
Irish,
his
but
criminal career
don't know anything about
And
French.
in a way, his celebrity criminal career because they
Yeah.
were super
The
famous.
books and loads were super famous. I mean, it was ridiculously amount of press.
A lot of people can't. That's what a friend of mine now. My mate back home in Dundalk, if I heard her on, he'd say in the background, he'd say, "Ah, turn her off, will you?" He says, "I heard that episode 4 or 5 times." You know what I mean?
It's kind of, it's amazing.
What I love about it is,
Sensation, but it
as
was
someone who's
regarded as being this
very much
breakthrough
interested in the
It was a
fantasy, like
very
not fan, like
imperfect, unfair, marginalised place. You know,
it
society
enjoys it
was.
listening to it.
We
You
did-
know,
we had
looking
a
at the
lot
bad
of
guy, I
things
suppose.
wrong then. Sending kids to
Tells you all the things that I would never know.
institutions
Do you know what I
where
mean?
they
That's
were
what I
abused
like
and
about it.
often raped.
Tell me about
Because
what
they had
exact text
stolen
messages they were saying on the
There were
day,
a lot of truths
all the
about
trackers they were removing and putting on, you know, the amount of shipments and all this mad shit, you know, so it's very interesting in that way.
It is incredible, and we did create something by that, you know, by that reaction to it. And
So-
I think we hear
The Adrian Kennedy, the podcast as well, you know, everyone calls them the leftist bullshit, Adrian and Jeremy, but they're hilarious to listen to. You know, they've been doing the same gig for 30 years on Irish TV, winding people
We
up.
did create these kind of individuals who went out in the world to take.
Well, I could tell by my eyeballs that this one definitely had a bit of THC in it.
Alienated from society in a way that maybe previous generations.
I know, honestly, Patrick, I was just thinking that the other day.
Society.
I was thinking that the other day because she was saying how and when and what way are they going to bring him to court. And she says, I'll be there every step of the way, like, and then someone else said, and would, like, you know, would you ever, you know, get intimidated? Would you think, like, Veronica? And she was like, you know, I've had my threats in the past and all that. Honestly, because they all pride themselves on Veronica, you know that. They all have her picture up in the wall. It's like, it's still very much in their mind, you know. They probably would have only been a couple of years older than her, or 10 years older, or, you know what I mean?
in the kind of
and
allegations
her son is
that
probably
led
ever got,
to
you know,
3 years
still
for
around,
malicious damage.
and
That's
they all have a
form of
vendetta
relation he
against
has.
Yeah.
And he's since
Irish
given an interview, I think,
crime
saying
bosses. They
that
want to
that's
see
the
them
last, as far as he's concerned, that's the
locked
last
up
time he
for
met.
you know,
As he's
they do.
concerned.
Yes.
They want to
There
stay.
you
They
go.
fucking
Yeah.
they.
Of
Paul
course,
Reynolds,
the suspect
all of
is
them.
that
They won't let it sleep because she was killed. You know what I mean? That's their. She was martyred. She was martyred, and why not?
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
You know, but that's what I can see in them. They've said it a few times, like they're very persistent.
No, I'm just wondering, was one of them in the 80s? That's all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think one of them was the late 80s and the second one was the
Pedantic.
90s.
I'm just sitting here. I'm enjoying the conversation, guys. It's like we're in the pub, isn't it? Something in the
Anyway, look,
background
we're
and all.
saying in around then,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this one,
God.
obviously was suspected of being a
I'm fucking
mastermind, and they
exhausted.
were incredibly
Oh,
complex.
you know, most nights I'd be on the phone in bed like everybody else. You're supposed to go to bed at 10 and you end up going to bed at 2. Then the little one wakes up 3 or 4 times in the night. Then the cat bites you on the toe wall. You know what I mean? Then you hear the dogs barking. But you only get a few hours sleep and you're back up crack of dawn again. My ma always told me when I was younger. My ma always told me this, and didn't ever really got on with me mother. I remember her telling me this.
I mean, again, like he has.
When you get older, time goes by a lot quicker. And you know, when you're young, you know, 14, 15, you think, what the fuck, man? You know, the nights seem endless when you go out with your friends at 9 o'clock at night to a nightclub or whatever. But the days go so fucking quick. I'm telling you, I'd be thinking, this is a lie, this is right. It couldn't have gone past that quick. But it does. It does. The older you get, the quicker time goes by, in my opinion.
Kelly as well, who was ultimately murdered. So by the 90s, he was.
Yeah, I've heard a few people, like, you know, on a few the other podcasts, like this is the crime world one, but there's other ones as well. See, and they brought it up and they were like, you know, whether you believe it or not, even though it's not spoken about as much now, it's unheard of as an Irish journalist ever since almost. And she says, no, the threats are there. The threats are there all the time. But I think if he gets a life sentence and she embarrasses him, I think, you know.
And they met and they would have spoken. And she seemed to have a lot more respect.
Brilliant, Luke. Great to see you still enjoying yourself out there.
Yeah, because she got shot in the leg, and it said that John Traynor told her that the monk had had her shot.
Yeah.
And she called up to him and confronted him.
I'm strongly considering
Yeah.
And she wrote an
someone's
article
just going to say you're talking shit, Phil.
that's
Maybe
where
I
he got
am.
the nickname the monk as a clean
But there's a
living,
local gym, not too far.
non-drinking,
Now, because me and the missus are trying to do
Yeah.
a bit more. We're getting married and all that.
That was the biggest
And,
but anyway.
I don't believe, from what I know, I don't believe he smokes, but I've heard he's
I'm strongly considering it. Think about it. If I'm in the gym a couple of hours a week or more, you know what I mean? You're not on the puff puff.
about his days in the rave scene.
Oh, yeah, he was, yes. Holidays and everything. But, so in 96, when Veronica Guerin was murdered, I mean, the monk stood outside this building here where there was a condolence book for her, and he queued and he signed that condolence book.
That's great, Brian. Honestly, you know, I hope he's all sub to each other. Everybody, there's 12 people in here now, so, and you know, we never know who, but people, so I know everyone's busy. Some people are just listening and they're doing the dishes or whatever, or rolling up. But fucking, I'm lucky tonight. I don't have to put the kids to bed, you know. Sometimes I can be grumpy and I don't even mean it. Like, let's say I'm down to this, right, a really nice bit of doobie. Let's just use this as an example, because usually that's what you'll be doing later in the evening. But let's say the little one, after I've read her books and all, I've come down, I've just smoked my joint. Sometimes my missus will text me and say, like, she's not doing what she's told. She wants you to come back up and we didn't tuck her in properly or whatever. Sometimes I lose my rag in the shed, like, I'll be like, oh, for fuck's sake, what do I try my best and I put to sleep at the right time and I get to and then I'm thinking, geez, am I really a good dad or am I a bad dad? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you just have to have patience, you know. Some of us are better at it than others.
They don't have to prove where you got the money.
Well, today,
You have to pay tax. So there's no proof of.
I think it was today I went to get my meds from the pharmacy. Maybe that was yesterday.
They identified the assets and that you then have to defend yourself.
I didn't go out today, Brian. I didn't go out. We went and dropped the kids off. That's what we did. We went and dropped the kids off to their dads. Like, sometimes we pop into Lidl's on the way back and get some shopping. But my missus got like you did the other day, a shop to the house.
him in relation to those two.
Which costs a bit more, right?
Just
It
discussed,
does
not
cost a bit more,
specifically in relation to
to
them.
those.
no matter
And
which
others
branch you're
will
doing
say
it
with
from.
two
But
big
sometimes it's just
So that was a
easier,
big
you know.
thing that case, and it allowed the media, I think, talk about him a little
That's
bit
good,
more
Luke. Well, don't forget to
in
tag it.
private.
Always tag your
It
stuff
was
on my
said
channel. You're
that
always
he
more
was
than
the chief
welcome to do that,
suspect in those
and
robberies.
I'll definitely see it.
It allowed people to
Um,
talk a bit looser about him as being
So
this
nights
sort
like
of
tonight,
criminal figure.
Brian is where, like, you know,
But he moved on from that.
kind of get a bit
into
lazy with it. Like, I'm
quite
smoking in
an
the house. This is only me
intriguing
one.
period
This is
in
only
his
the first
life
one
when
though.
he went for
Been
a
smoking it for
taxi
ages.
license.
That's my little
And
guilty.
eventually
That's my
got
little
it,
guilty
and he
pleasure.
set
Like,
up
I'll
a
have one in
company
here.
called CAP,
Then I'll go make a cup of
carry
tea,
and
go out and play the
body
guitar for a little bit.
limousine and Hummer service.
Yeah.
Feeling a bit
And he
more
spent a couple
cheerpier
of
today
years
because I
driving
know I'm
around
getting my money.
Dublin, collecting celebrities, doing selfies with young people.
Like, I know I'm not the
environmental
only one.
services,
Like, you
and
know,
in
the money was a big deal.
all the rest of it.
Whether you're on the dole or you're on the
Performances
sick or you're getting paid
Also,
wages.
with the young reporter
When
Niall
is it?
Donald in
Like,
Belfast.
when is it? Like, I need to know. And I know now, 4 o'clock
And
tomorrow.
what did you feel like a gotcha? Did you say to him?
I'll have to find the picture because I actually forgot about
Ah,
it.
find that for
Well,
us.
but see, Patrick, you could,
What was he
right?
like? Did you tell him you're a reporter? Or you
I met a
took him
Muslim
in
man
his
that
car?
cuts my hair.
But there was some, yeah,
And he
I
was
think
shocked because I was telling him like how
Yeah,
stressful it can
yeah, I
be having
remember
kids
doing
and all, and he
some
was like, it's not stressful, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He's
people
like-
undercover dangerous work.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Anyway, and around that time, like, I mean,
They act erratic and all that, or they'll go around acting crazy if you allow it. He wasn't saying like shout at them, but he was like, you have to be able to just manage it differently. And I was like, what? I was like, you come down and try and do it. And they're not crazy, like the kids are not crazy. I know what you're trying to say, Patrick, like, but that's the way I say me and Jude are familiar. I just use him as an example because we all kind of know who Jude is. It's because we're kind of like not good at it. We try. And we do a good effort and all that, but we're almost like a child ourselves, pulling strops and having bad days and,
Yeah.
you know, out of work and, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it sort of showed maybe a fun side of
I'm
him.
taking the piss out of Cap. Like,
Yeah.
he did it
no, that sounded, I'm having a smoke in the bedroom. I'm having one here in the
I don't
house.
know if it would have been a particularly financially.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And he filed his tax returns
That's
for
something
the
that
company
came
and
with him
everything,
being in
yeah,
England,
with
in
that
Ireland.
the aftermath. But he was also voted, and it just
I was over here when they said, are you going for a smoke? I always thought that was a cigarette.
He was voted
Like, that's what we called them in
one of
Ireland, like.
the 100
Like smokes, I got a book of smokes on you.
Is that right, in social impression or
Um,
something like that?
And then over here, everyone kept saying I'm going for a smoke. So I was like, what? Are you on the brown? You know what I mean? I'd be like, right, have you got white as well? And then they were like, no, mate, I'm gonna burn some weed. You know what I mean? It's like, oh. I was like, well, don't say that in Dublin because they'll think you're smoking heroin.
It was like as if he
You know what I mean?
he'd enough of his fun, and he sort of moves more full time out to Lanzarote.
I'm gonna get the bong out now.
Kind of the narrative
We'll do a
then
little
is
one
he's
because this is
retired.
nearly over and I don't want to roll another
That
one.
was questionable, but that was the narrative that he'd retired. At
But,
that
you know,
point, his nephew,
Patrick, you could be a
next
really good
generation
dad.
Hutches had sort of come up.
Like you could have said in that, or
And
you could have said multiple
Gary
times,
Hutch
Finn,
had
I'm the
at that
same. My
point
kids
been
have my head
named
wrecked and I
as a
fucking
very
hate it and they
significant
should listen.
player
And
in an organised crime group.
but you don't you just say, Finn, I have 7 kids and it's a crazy house. Sometimes my missus says, Finn, it's not a big deal. Like dollies on the floor or pile of clothes there or Isla's jacket on the floor. You know all these things. And sometimes maybe it's because I'm here all the time and I'm picking it up all the time and all that and I don't. Sometimes it grates on you and then sometimes my missus will say, look, well, it doesn't grate on me and it doesn't grate on the kids, so this is a you problem. So you either pick it up or don't get out to everybody about it, do you know what I mean? What's happening, Jay? What's happening, B&J? How are you doing?
And remember
How are you
at that
doing?
point, sorry to interrupt you, but the Hutch
No
organised
disrespect,
crime
yes.
gang didn't exist as such.
No.
It certainly hadn't.
Yeah,
officially
exactly,
been
Pat. And like,
described as
you know,
such.
I'm their stepdad, so
And
I mean, they're
the
relatively.
Kennedys were,
Harry is a
at that
Pokemon
point,
freak
a
and a
mafia,
gaming freak.
because that's
The other
the
fella's into
style she
basketball,
described
and the
them
little
as
one's just a little
as
5-year-old.
in
So it's not like getting
2010 when they
crazy.
initially tried
And some
to
people have
take them
autistic
down.
kids,
And when
disabled
Gary
children,
Hutch's
and they
role
really
in the
struggle.
grouping
It's more,
became
am
evident
I
as
struggling
a
just to
senior
adapt to it,
lieutenant
or are
and
kids usually at
but the actual
5,
Hutch
12 and
organised
15
crime
hard work?
we don't
You know?
that exists
Last
as a
night we gave the
formation
15-year-old
anymore.
6 quid.
If you do remember what's described,
And he was okay, but he was kind of like, he kept pressing his ma when we were in the car and all, like, and he was getting a bit cheeky, you know, and he was like, you know, oh, come on, like, I need at least 15 quid, like, to go halves on a pizza and then get taco chips and all. And she was like, £6 is more than enough, you know what I mean? And I wanted to add in, but I was thinking he's only a kid, he's only 15.
Like to plan times, and then from other times they don't.
And it's all based around family loyalty.
Exactly.
It's number one, but it didn't.
Dry him out from talking so much.
In special criminal, it didn't have a.
Yeah.
strict
Exactly.
Yeah.
Heading out tomorrow with Aim Hunter with
The financial guy,
Alex King as we are going. Oh, Daly, big up, mate. I have family in Drogheda.
People are still working like Gary
I have family in Drogheda, mate.
wasn't just taking orders from Daniel.
Good to see Loch Ray. If anyone's heading up to Dundalk, if you're in Dundalk or anyone knows anyone up in Dundalk or that travels past, tell them to stop at my friend's food truck place. It's called G-Max. If all of you Google him right now or Instagram it. G, just a capital G, M-A-C-S. G-Max. And the best baps you get around, the best burgers, the best breakfast deals, the best double fried fries, all. And Mackie talks to me every day when he's cleaning his van inside, and he's just trying to get a bit of custom up in there. So G-Max, you can order for collection, but you can't order for delivery. So if you're passing through on your way up to Belfast or anywhere around there, and you need a pit stop, stop off at G-Max in Dundalk.
Declaring.
And you'll always look after you. Tea, coffees, drinks, refreshments,
To enjoy his retirement.
overnight oats, homemade jams, all that type of stuff.
More or less full time to Lanzarote. Becomes a resident there?
I think so.
Yeah. it's still a
Well,
citizen
Brian,
of
thank you
Ireland.
for your honesty, and maybe I need more people like you to say, Finn, like, you know, you need to take a bit more responsibility. Like, I do go out and do the garden and stuff, and remember I told you that this week me missus done the garden.
With the next generation.
I felt like a zombie. I felt a bit depressed. That's how you know. Couldn't engage. Usually I get the shovel and I'm digging and I'm grabbing and I'm cutting the grass and I'm bagging up everything and I'm proud, bringing out teas and all. I was just dead after the emotional, the death of the cat and then the body symptoms, all that crap. And I was struggling with money. That's my fault. I bought a new vape which cost 120 quid. So I was 120 quid then.
Does that make him a politician?
So
You know,
but my missus will say, like,
between these problems, trying to find a solution to what looks like.
I was like, oh my god, every single toy and every single pair of shoes is on the floor. Like, why does it always have to be on the floor? And the dogs and she'll say, relax, like, relax. You don't have to go to work, do you?
Hutch,
Relax.
we just say Gary,
Do you know
for
what I mean?
example, had taken a pop already at Daniel Kinahan. That had resulted in the
That way,
shooting
yes,
of
yeah.
Jamie Moore.
Honestly, he'll look after you. I'm not just saying that. I swear to God, he's a lovely lad. He shows me how he makes his burgers, how he prepares it. You'll be able to see it on Instagram. You can order for collection. He'll always have the hot coffees ready for you. All that. And he's trying to get it going, you know. So yeah, recommend everybody download G-Max if you're in Ireland. The app, he has his own app, his own website, but it's not on Justy.
It's
certainly had completely broken down.
Totally, because they have been really close friends, and then it
Hear
just
the phone
becomes so
ringing.
toxic. So in
Sometimes
comes
we have seen so many times happens on a dime. You know?
Take care, Patrick, and thank you again for your friendship, my friend.
so in
You could I always say this, you could come on and say, look, you little fucking white little Irish fucking Northside Dublin little fairy ass bastard. Grow up here, get out there, get a license and get a fucking job, you prick.
To the Kinahan organisation, Gary
But
Hutch's life has saved.
It's nice to give me a bit of time and not, you know what I mean?
And Hutch was
So-
murdered in September
And I
2015.
truly believe that, like, you know what I mean?
Two hitmen go to Lanzarote.
You know, there's people out there
to try
grinding
and
it
kill
and they have problems.
Unsuccessful.
You
I
know.
think 2 attempts during that visit by the hitman.
My father taught me how to drink alcohol.
Successful, but then it was on. That was it. I mean, it was already on after Gary was killed.
That's about it.
was
And how
also
to-
about the
how
Hutch
to pick on
OCG
women.
Separate to Jerry Hutch, the Hutch OCG were going to have to react to the Kinahans murdering Gary. But then.
See how long this
they
joint has
expected
lasted, guys?
to
What the
murder
fuck?
them in Lanzarote.
This is my second life. I had to end my
That
first
was it,
life.
all goods were off.
This is the same motherfucking joint, and that's because I've been smoking sticks and stems for 3 days.
Yeah.
Now, in the aftermath of the Regency, Eddie Hutch is killed. Gareth Hutch is killed.
I'll tell you, oh fuck,
Rolled up in his
if you do
grave.
me a favour, right, I don't know the name of it, right, but what I will tell you is, if you go on to just Google, not even Instagram, because you might not have that, you just Google it, it will come up and it tells you the location on it. Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter.
It's at a sports ground. I can't remember exactly
It's
one.
a one-sided annihilation. I mean, what they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
is
yellow and
it's
black
actually
truck, exactly, look right.
the rich family
Honestly,
members,
he'll be
all
very
friends,
proud and happy to see us
and
and
it's a victim or
pick up
two.
do a short or
Which
even
is
just
only
put a post
the
up.
which
He's a lovely lad.
organised farmland only killed one person, and that
Um,
was the Regency.
he does
Well,
breakfast.
there
He
was
does
the
breakfast
murder
bowls.
of Johnny Coe's
Here's
brother,
Nala.
Michael
Look, here's
Coe
Mummy
was
Cat
gone
now.
back
Look,
through that
she's
one.
come in the door.
Yeah.
It's still a one-sided
No,
annihilation.
no,
Um,
absolutely.
It's, you know, it was
Dog
shocking.
with a little dry sift in it, running out of hash now. That's what I would do
Jerry
too, my
Lynch
friend.
and Patsy Mudge.
That's
Really
it there.
respectful criminal
That
court
joint is
have
literally
said
half leaf.
it is most likely
It was the
your
end of the
service
end
as
of the
in
end.
Patsy, the Regency Hotel staff.
He's
You can only
upstairs now,
imagine what it was
and
like for these
I was too
senior
greedy, so I
members of that
rolled pure
family
blood.
to kind of just watch as they're all just going down.
I used to see my
You know,
brother a
I mean,
lot
that
as well,
must have
guys.
been so
I used to spend quite a bit of time with my brother in his gaff.
difficult,
For
and
I have a
what
brother
you
in
just
England,
left,
guys. You know,
it's
well, he
shocking.
spends a lot of time in England,
It
and
was,
I
of
did
course.
too. I remember
Excuse
the
me.
fear. You could sort of nearly
and I don't see him
smell
anymore.
it.
He's getting on great and all that, like, but you know, I miss him as a lad, like, you know,
Bush was murdered
laughing at me
in
jokes
the
and
office. He was in
you know,
private time.
shit like
Yeah,
that. You know
it
what I
was,
mean?
it was about 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock
You know.
and was in the office and starting to hear the chopper going
Yeah.
overhead
Mm.
and going out onto the balcony and realising, oh my god, there's been an incident. Driving around the corner. And
Yeah, this has been. I'm not going anywhere now, boys. I'm just chilling here. Might be talking a bit of shark.
Lightning stuff.
Yeah.
So as all this is going on,
Well,
unknown
kid-free,
to
which is
us,
good.
the public anyway,
Little refresh.
Gary is not doing nothing because he's making contact with the
My
guys.
two dogs are high as shit.
He's trying to get rid of those weapons.
He's trying to get rid of the weapons, but he's also
It's a good thing.
he's doing all
They're
these
angry
things
because I didn't give them too much food today. It's not my fault.
in terms of trying to get the dissident groups
And then
involved
Layla's over there in a bit.
Broker peace.
to broker peace and to certainly maybe put their weight behind.
So this will be the last joint I do today.
To sort of
Which, what time is it?
put manners on the kingdom.
That's, oh my god, it's 10:30.
So, you know,
I thought it was
we
about
had a lot
half
of
nine.
that in the Regency. Some
I
of
forgot I
it
only
was,
picked up at 9.
almost
So
bizarre, wasn't it, in terms of, you know, the
yeah, we're just chilling, like.
the plotting that was going on
The
to bring up these guys from the north, and of course we went
the
up to
bowl
the north,
attachment
these
is
guys were
good.
much
It's a little
more
micro
involved.
doser, you know.
Impressed with them.
No,
We heard that on the tapes, the 10 hours of tapes that were garnered from the bugging of Jonathan Dowdall's car. You know, it strikes me that the beginning of this
I would
journey
turn this off, but I
perhaps
haven't got a
to become
remote.
politician or to come strongly
That's why we're listening to
consider
it.
at this point whether he goes forward and puts his name in as a candidate for the general election remains
Might
to
go
be
get me
seen.
guitar for a
But to
minute.
even be considering it
You know,
at
when
this
you're
point,
relaxed and you're
I think that
medicating
journey
and you're
starts
fucking.
there.
yeah.
And it's all about
I try use
that
some
North inner city
medical
community,
cannabis lingo
which was
because
always his
if people are
ground,
watching
his
this and they might be
stomping ground,
younger or
his
they might
place,
be
his
interested,
community, his people.
it's nice to use that
And
bit
the
of language. So
Kinahans turned
when you're
it
feeling
and
uplifted,
turn that community against
it's nice to
one
have
another
that
for a
there and
period
just,
of
you know what I
time.
mean?
Yeah.
And they were paying money
That's the time I
out
want to play. That's why I
people
brought it
to
up.
give
It comes to my
information on the
mind.
whereabouts of certain targets.
Pluck a
People
few
didn't
strings
trust
instead
their
of plucking
neighbours, their friends,
fucking
whatever we look into the North
fluff
inner
and
city,
fucking
it's been a
toenails
place
and all that off
of,
the floor to stick in a
you
crack
know,
pipe because you think it's crack
poverty,
after a crack
and,
bench.
you know,
Uh,
a
Now I'm
place where
plucking
people
strings
have
off a
been
guitar.
marginalised. But we do have to recognise that it always had a community.
Oh, I love that,
spirit.
love that, love it,
Always
mate, love
had
it.
that.
Well, I think you always find that in the most
No,
marginalised
Brian,
sort of
and good to see you're
communities,
still
where
in
people
here,
have
Brian, you know,
nothing,
because I like
but
going
they
into
kind of
other
come
people's
together
channels and
support each other
I
much
flick
more
through,
than
you know.
communities
Sometimes you don't get
where
time to
people
sit in it.
it's very
Um,
affluent, maybe.
Yeah.
They're like,
And
they
they're
don't
behind
need-
gates, exactly,
they don't
yeah.
need-
I know
they
the
don't need
kitten's
help with
upstairs
their
because my
neighbours,
missus
but
was
in
giving out saying he
certain
keeps biting her
areas, and it's
toe.
always been a factor of
And which can be cute at times, but then when they catch you with the nail, it's not.
have each other's back, you know.
And Mammy catchers came in, Sam's out there.
It was just
They're all relaxed. That's what I'm saying. Now when the kids are not here, you kind of just,
the might of the Kinahans,
you kind of go, I know where that is.
versus
The remote, me and
the
my missus
Hutches.
fall out
I
all
mean,
the
it was
time
Dave
over little
versus
things,
Goliath
vapes
stuff here, you
and
know,
remotes
it was
and chargers. They're the three
everyone
main
always
causes of all
argued for
arguments.
the underdog.
Not
Yeah,
mine.
the
I
underdog
always
was
have my
really
charger.
the Hutches.
That's
Mrs.
for sure.
always needs
I
my
think that
charger
really
for her
helped
vape,
with the
or
kind
she's
of
lost her vape down the
persona
corner of the days, or
of
can't
Terry
find
Hutch
it.
as this Robin
And car
Hood
keys,
figure.
car keys is
You know,
another
he
thing.
was kind of one of
All
the
down the
guys
side of the days, and it's
who was
always me
involved
that
in
gets
robberies,
screamed at and
etc.,
shouted at and
possibly in the
blamed.
past.
and I have to go
Wasn't
around
Gordon
finding
Ramsay
shit.
criminal versus
So
the King's
the remote is around
1
somewhere.
billion drug empire
Brand new one that you can
living
turn
the
it up and
life.
down with.
Yeah, because as it went on, we
And
started to
it's
see
gone.
the absolute,
So we use the remote from our
you know,
phones like a
mammoth
spastic, and my
plans
missus
that
knows it
become,
pisses me
and they
right off.
moved to Dubai,
I can't use
and
them.
this, all this
Use my thing, how
boxing
can you not
thing
try
that
it?
went on,
Try a
and
Roku
how
remote
they
on
were
your
bringing
phone.
all this money out
Yeah,
to
like that going.
United Arab Emirates, where they had
And then you have to look back
security
down, because if you press the
protection,
wrong
when
one,
they
it goes
live
completely off, and you're
in
like, oh,
complete
fuck
luxury.
this.
And
Then when the
yeah,
little one wants
and
you to
that
type it in
David
at the
versus
top, you're like,
Goliath thing all of a sudden becomes very clear
like a
in all
fucking
our heads.
spastic, and then you can't use your phone.
I suppose they
Nightmare.
had tried to take on, because they tried to take on this giant.
It's good to see that Maria's still working. Done stores, mate. I used to pack bags in there when I was fucking 9 years of
Are
age.
they winning now?
Every
Well, I
year,
mean, look,
you know, the
Jerry
school
Hutch
used to
is-
bring a
is
certain amount of kids up the road to pack bags. I was one man.
Definitely isn't gonna be, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah, no, I think
Done my
that
first few
the
shops
start
up there
of
as
that
well.
has to be born there when his
Like, you know what I mean, when you get
community
sent to the
is being
shop with like £10 note.
annihilated.
But I think as well, you see, right? So Jerry Hutch, at that moment, his family and his community are being annihilated, as you say.
Oh, I fucking hate them things. They're a nightmare. Oh,
Republicanism
they are,
is,
they're a nightmare.
you know, and there's always been
they seem so inconvenient. Like, oh, can you not just use a remote on your phone? That's the worst thing someone can say to you, you know what I mean? You feel like after I punch you right in the jaw, can I then tell you, yes, I can use my phone to get the remote app that I have to log into, and it takes ages to have to load, and then you're on the right device and all that shit. Or else you could look for the remote. I'm in here once a week. I've been here on a Wednesday.
I mean, that's when one of the
Usually I'm out on the doobie then.
Like Jonathan Dowd always
Honestly, so like there was an acceptance that
Oh yeah, I love that. I love, mate. I love the fucking Chinese Mahini. It's brilliant.
and that,
Love it.
you know, people that were
It was deadly.
associated with the IRA could be elected and could also be seen as
I used to work in Super Value across the road. You know, and when I first started earning me a decent bit of money, not a decent bit.
And some of
I used to do 4-hour shifts and on Super Value.
Exactly, raised some eyebrows in
And,
the 1990s when he was there with Tony Gregory.
I used to get paid
Exactly.
$5.25 an hour or some shit. And
Commissioner chaired one of
on a
those
good
and
week I'd go
Jerry
across and I'd get
was
some
in
spring
there.
rolls.
Mm.
Fill you up a
You
wood.
could look, I mean, I'm in that constituency.
Yeah.
And I know.
Jesus, this joint is literally not gonna complain.
With the precision of a watchmaker. What the honey flooded. Vocalid and word helps Georgia.
I can't wait to get some flavours now. I haven't had flavours to use in my new device.
Georgia runs the show. Co-pilot
I only
helps
had
keep it on track.
Stardog, so I can't wait to use some flavours in it. And this oil. You'll see me whacked over on some oil. You know how to smoke now. Do you want to? Terribly. But I have any oil. All of it. Oh, mate. 100%. Don't get me hungry. I was just 8. I was happy. You'll have me thinking. I miss the days when you used to be able to order a couple of curries every week. You know, when I was working. Even as a bin man, I could afford a couple of Chineses a week. But I spent it on crack.
The part of the constituency I live on, they might go,
I
oh
did.
my God,
Yeah.
Jerry Hutch has
If people
this
think
link with
we can
weapons.
all have addictions, but crack or heroin addiction is something else. Like you'd be surprised how much money you go
I
through.
totally
It's
agree
never
with you
enough.
there.
Yeah,
And
never.
like, you know,
Never enough.
It's easy for people
You
from
might pick up a
outside
kilo of
to
weed
look
and
in
smoke 5
judge
grams of
that.
it in one
The
night,
fact of the
but
matter
you
is,
certainly don't go out and buy another
It's
7
Real
kilos
life,
of it.
and there's
real life.
so
With
if you
crack
look back
cocaine and
for
heroin, you do.
three decades,
Every
you
single
see
fucking
people
penny.
that have
I remember
linked
begging
with
to go,
weapons, not
please,
carrying
Yeah.
weapons, but
all the time
links
to
with
go and
people
try
with
score a
weapons
5 bag,
have
a 5
always
rock.
factored. Now you see
Cycling in
that
all
the-
weathers,
so
through
the-
thorn
at
bushes
the
in the middle of the
moment,
night,
yeah, maybe
graveyards,
it's
no
probably one of
torch,
the most,
in bits,
hotly
in
contested
state, like,
constituencies in the country,
junkie
if
on
not
a
the
bike.
most contested.
And
On
actually,
his way
let's
to get
just
crack
talk about
cocaine.
where it goes
5
from.
rock.
So we're
Some
talking
fella
about
doesn't give a
down
fuck that you're out there
the
3
arena.
hours,
Yeah.
because for a 5 rock he doesn't give a fuck.
Forecourt.
And you're waiting around all sorts of creatures and humans start crawling out of the fucking bushes and you waiting as well?
And then on,
You're like, yeah, I'm
exactly
only
as
waiting
you
for
say,
the
past
5
Jonathan
now.
Dowdall's house, he's no longer there. so
Fucking
they won't be
traumatised.
with Jerry Hutch goes.
Why do people sell so much drugs in graveyards?
Put himself forward, is he gonna knock on that?
On that door, wouldn't that be a
Fucking
picture
that brought back
opportunity?
some nightmares, man. I used to cycle around the graveyards in the pitches of blackness.
Yeah.
In the middle of England, in the middle of some fucking graveyard, in the middle of the meat I go, don't know who.
Bloody, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's all
definitely. So, you know,
Jesus.
wearing organic
Yeah.
coffee
The amount of
shops.
times I got taken off my bike by a
So you
bush
have
to
it-
the face,
The TVs at the moment are Mary Lou McDonald.
crying and
Possibly,
I, ringing and all, you know, barely, my hand's so cold and wet, you can't even fucking get the phone.
So, yeah, if he runs, he's not chasing those votes. He's not going after Fine Gael. He's not going after Green Party voters.
No, life's not bad now, I'm sitting on a sofa.
And it's Gary Bannon and social democrats.
Exactly, one's too many in 1,000 is not enough, 100%. The amount of times I used to fucking, even on the best of days when maybe I had a good week of work and I didn't overdo it, maybe, you know what I mean? I'd say, right, today I'm just going to get 3 for score. And did get it all done by 12 o'clock. Forget about it for the day. And the next thing you look at your phone and it's 11:58 p.m. and you're like, already had an argument with your missus or your family, already used up all your cash, you have to cycle halfway across town to get to a cash machine, and your normal fella's not on, so you get a number off a dodgy cunt and you're just on a fucking rampage.
So, I mean, I think if Jerry Hutch was to run,
Traumatised.
Christy Burke wasn't, he would hope.
And there's a perfect example of what you were talking about and people getting elected. And Christy Burke, of course, was our
Right,
Lord Mayor.
finish this joint now.
And Christy Burke was was he not one of the prisoners that was airlifted, or they attempted to
was.
airlift him out of Mountjoy jail?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So he's a bit of a history.
yeah, and so Jerry Hutch might hope to pick up some of his votes. The Mary Lou,
That was a bit rough,
of
that.
course, was elected massively. I think so she got 11,000 votes. And the
So,
closest were
In 2020.
in 2020.
Where's, let me just finish my tea. I keep
Costello
looking around because I don't know
was
where the kitten is.
4,100. So she
Don't know if he's outside or not.
absolutely
Yeah.
wiped them out.
Yeah.
Now there's no hope.
One of his friends had passed away from cancer. Wow, that's not nice. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
I'm going to land that on him, Ali, okay?
Bear with me one sec. Bear with me one sec. I'll turn that down by 2.
Yeah, membership, right?
Yeah,
And it's so hard to
That's it, right? We're not gonna get it. That's right. Okay,
They're in the shit.
right? So for Mary,
Again, they're in
so,
the shit,
so
okay.
Mary Lou,
Uh,
I mean, she only narrowly got elected. For
So yeah, just having a chat here. My phone's fully charged and all that, like, so. Let me see the result of the match. 1-1. It was 1-1.
But there's no hope of her getting that this time. That was on a wave, a personal wave, and a wave for Sinn Féin. So her vote is really going to be dramatically cut, and those votes.
Is there any sort of
I just got a lovely message there off someone on Instagram. That was nice.
So she got 35%, I think, the last time. Sinn Féin are down.
I don't miss them either, Brian. As much as I laugh and I joke about it, I don't. I swear to God, I mention it all the time, and it's not because us drug addicts like to bring it up. But we like to, you know, just the days of turning your phone off and going on the missing list, you know, especially when there's kids involved, you just can't do that. You can if you're selfish. You can if you're careless. And you don't, you know what I mean? You have to, you just can't.
They'd be going after the same voters.
I don't even want to. That's what I love about it. That's why I'm blessed now, Brian. That's why I'm blessed now, because I don't have the compulsion and the urge to use. You know, it's the last thing on my mind on a day. You know, looking after the animals. The running the house is my main goal. It's what I'm mainly focused on and all that. That's a great thing, rather than being completely controlled by the urge to get high and that life and not, you know what I mean? And
talking to people right in the heartland
Oh, yeah,
where
yeah.
Jerry Hutch would be.
you know, it's just good to recognise it. It's good to just fucking talk about it sometimes. I don't miss them days, mate. I used to think, you know, I didn't think I was the dirty one, but I was the same people as anyone else. I used to cycle down and I'd cycle down to these spots and I'd grab me stuff and I'd fuck off. I never wanted to sit on the street and use. I never even, I did once or twice actually. Obviously maybe when I was waiting around when I was desperate. But most times I just got it and fucked off home into my world, my own little weird world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to let go of that. It's hard to let go of, you know, it's just kind of, isn't it almost easier on that side of the fence? You don't seem it, but it is. It's too easy to go and score drugs and use and not give a fuck about feeding the kids and the family. How your missus feels, going to appointments, picking up kids from school. I pick up the kids from school every single day and drop her off to school. Sometimes I'm tired, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes, but I see other people that are tired and some people that don't work, some people that do. But I do it every single fucking day. And when you're out of your face or you're down the pub like one of the lads sitting at the bar with a few bags of coke in your pocket and a couple of £100, you're not thinking about your missus and the kids. You might think you are, and you're out for 3 days and all that. No, you're not. You're not thinking about the kids whatsoever. Kids need you there, present. Have you got your shoes? Don't worry, you stand there, I'll go look for it. You know what I mean? I've made your breakfast, I've washed your little stuff, I've washed everything for you. Yeah, I'm ready, I'm composed, let's go.
What are the kind of things that
You know,
he needs to consider?
I just need a drink. I've been talking so much, I need a fucking drink.
With a lot that has happened to him. First and foremost, his security. While
A bit of tea.
out there looking
I'm gonna load the bowl up now in a minute. We'll have a little bowl before we head off. Not going anywhere yet.
Listeners would know is a Garda information message, which means there is a fractured life. Now I know it was it 2016?
Gonna have a shower before bed. Because as I said, on a Thursday, the kids get dropped off by their dad before school, which is about 7:30. So I usually get up about 7, 6:30. So I try to get up a bit earlier, especially. Out of spite almost. I don't look forward to it. But they have a dad that drops them off. And I need to show up and be there. My missus doesn't need to see her ex. My missus, you know what I mean? So I prefer to be teeth brushed, washed, showered, you know, clean clothes on, blah blah blah. Good, yeah. Luke, she's doing well, yeah. Some for 2 and 1, but then they've only got yeah. You end up having it anyway. Yeah, well, you know, when that happened to me with the when I used to buy me crack and sometimes they give me the wrong one, I never did it. I used to always ring back. Sometimes it got me into trouble. They say, here, you're a pain in the arse, you. Do you know what I mean? It would do you good. Just smoke the fucking thing, go to bed. And I'd be like, nice, you know what I mean? But I remember begging people. I remember the last 6 months of my using, maybe even the last year of my using, I was in the pawn exchange, whatever it's called, pawn store, every day, selling me, pawning me headphones, me watch, me bracelets, everything for any value. It got as bad as I was going down and doing it to my PlayStation and me every week, the same cycle, cashing out, own it. My brother kind of disowned me. Obviously he didn't want to, but he had to. I was turning into a full-blown junkie. Well, I was, but I still held down a job for most of it. You know.
We need new bollards on the road, or why don't we have traffic ramps?
Like, I was doing 50 hours a week on the bins, you know. More, because there was no finish time. It was just you finished when the round was done. So, but like I every single penny of it. I ended up every single penny of it. You know what I mean? Every single penny. Like, you know.
Are members of the Byrne family, or sorry, not necessarily members of the Byrne family, but associates are criminal.
Good. Well, if you don't exactly look, I only said to earlier on today to people that it only hit me the other day. It probably hits us all a few times, and we go, "Jeez, I better put that down there now." But then, as human beings and adults, we say, well, look, I'm controlling my own life. If I want to do that, I'll do it. But there's other things you can do. And sometimes I do it so much that I just go, oh, what the fuck? I'm sick of listening to the same ads and the same pop-ups. I'm like, this is brainwashing. This is literally brainwashing. So, but YouTube is a bit different, a little bit different. You know, apart from, you know, when you're on the shorts and stuff like that, but when you're doing this, watching documentaries and all that.
It's not something. It's not his natural.
Yes, yeah, that's it. One bite. That's very true. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I really truly look at it. Like I've said it a couple of times on here in different ways, but I actually do have that peace of mind. I've been given it, I believe, by the Lord Jesus Christ Himself, because you know, sometimes they say, you know, once you go crack, you never go back. Or once some people just once you're alive, or you just relapse, clean relapse, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, some people lose everything, their identity, their teeth, their soul, everything. And I wake up every single day, thank God, without the urge or compulsion to do illegal drugs. Like, not even to drink. I only drink sometimes, maybe just out of boredom, maybe just out of, right, this is what people generally do, I can have one now. you know.
No evidence he was in control of
But I
those
puff the
weapons
ganja,
were used. It
I
was
use it.
after
I'm gonna
that
do a bowl now, and then we're gonna hit the hay. But like, you know,
It's been a little bit
we'll do a little bowl
frustrating
here.
about
We'll do a little
that.
bowl.
So what have they got?
I've got some board here.
He settled his
I'll get a glass of
tax
juice
in the
first.
last year. Is it possible?
It's nice.
Is
That was a
it
lovely
possible
comment. You know, it makes you think,
for
because
them
that
to
is.
have a past
I do feel that.
and to be useful to
Do I have
society
lots
and
else?
their
Do I have a big
community and to
fucking
step forward
briefcase
to
to carry
try
around and go, oh,
you
these
know,
are all my
in a
achievements?
political way,
To the people who want them. No, I don't.
unity.
But I can
Well,
say I wake up without the compulsions and urges to use. And a lot of people who are clean or trying to remain clean still haven't got that. But I have, thank fuck. It scares me. One time, many times I've done so much of it, I was sure I was dead. It's hard to comprehend people how fast or how much your chest can go out when you're back. It's literally, it's unbelievable that I'm still alive. You know what I mean? It is, and that's not a break. That's not because I'm a strong man or anything like that. But I can't piss it up against the wall now. I'm getting married. Me and my missus spoke about this loads of times. You know, I don't want to waste no time, and it's the biggest commitment I've always wanted to make, and I will make. And on to bigger and better things now. You know, don't need to be doing none of that shit. Never. I never want to relapse. I don't think I ever will. But you know what I mean.
But either way, like, you know,
Let me try to read that, Brian. I did the same thing, and you think to yourself, if I could just put the energy into that, the drugs, yeah, and it doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. If we believe that there's people out there more intelligent than us, Brian, which I do, and a lot of them say that it's a disease, disease of the body, allergic reaction. That's why they say I try not to have the first drink, because after that I have no control. A lot of people die when they relapse because their body goes into toxic shock. You know, it's not. So my little tick, I can't handle it. I know. I honestly, I know. I've damaged it too much. If I put a 10 up on a pipe, I'm sure I'd OD. It would panic me. I'm too far relaxed now. Get away me. Get away me. Even though sometimes you would sit there and go, oh, remember what I look like and taste like? Nah, I like the way my heart is now. It's bad enough the way it is. Fuck that. You know what I mean? You know how much you love it. Like, I loved it. Sometimes you just have the crack pipe in one hand and you're cocking the other, and you're just sitting there naked and it's sweaty in a flat, 3 a.m. and you're just looking at your crack rocks on the table, all the crumbs, you know, when you're scraping the crumbs and all, and you're leaving the big bits to later. Fuck off, go away.
Certainly, it's
You know
my
what I mean?
understanding.
Yeah, look, I was about to skin up. We're doing a bowl here. We're doing a bowl. Then I'll cuddle me missus, give her a little spoon.
So if you're taking it a step further
And get yourself a glass of apple juice.
How far away is he?
How are you, Scouser? I'm just chilling here. I'm about to do a little spooky tea. I'm about to do a little fucking bong here now and relax with the vape, so you can take your time on it. I'm gonna get a glass of juice and then we'll have a little chat and then I'm going to bed. Good to see you. Good to see you.
He's not part of the Butch OCG, and I don't think the guards have any evidence that he has ever been directly involved in.
I could never use coke or crack really unless I was drinking me, you know.
There has been suggestions I've heard from some
And
guards that he might have invested some of his money
towards the
in
last few
that
months and year of me using, I couldn't afford to drink. It was all on crack, and that's when the real fucking weird shit hits. You know, when you're like a scatty robot walking around the streets.
The first time we'd heard they were an organised crime group in OCG, and the first time they were named as that.
You know what I mean?
The evidence doesn't point directly to Jerry Hutch or what he said, his belief evidence.
That's way too much. Look, keep thinking I'm rolling a joint. This shouldn't be that, but thank you, Scouser. And everyone's sub to each other, you know. There's never once ever been in this channel people saying don't talk to that or do this or any of that crap. We don't need it. You just know what I'm like. I told you I'm no hard man, big man, killer. Just a normal bloke. And I brought this gadget out when I was out the other day in the park, not the water bomb, but the vape, and it's a handy gadget. Like, look, that's what I put in it. I put more than that in a joint. I put twice that because I took one look back, right, honestly. And that's enough to load this thing for
sometimes closer to the
2
guns,
sessions or 3 sessions, like so.
that we physically
You know.
saw him in the industrial estate where the guns were tasked.
Let me just quickly get one glass of juice and then I'll be back.
You know, that has left that open. You know, is it Patsy Hutch or is it Jerry Hutch who's been described as that patriarch?
I think it was like Patsy was kind of put in the frame for arranging the Regency attack, and Jerry was said to have swooped in and tried to clean it up, as you said. But
Just the politician.
that's it, the politician kind of
Coming out, yeah.
for
So
sure.
I mean, yeah, there's lots of ways for him to answer and to bat around these issues that will come up.
Ah,
again.
yeah.
What
Nice and
about
sweet.
his declaring his assets?
Now, guys.
I mean, yeah, you have to.
I already filled it up with clean water and all that, so just bear with. Just gonna put this over there. We've got a ganji over here. Move that. That can go in there. Don't need that. That's there. That can go over there. A nice cup of.
And say, for example, let's have a look at just.
I have seen Fable. Jordan, how you doing? Thank you very much, Jordan. I'm sorry if I was getting a bit. I watched my video back and you know saying fuck you and all that. Like,
Yeah, you're married and
I'm sure you were in here before and all that. You know what I mean? And there's no harm anyone giving their opinion. But let's do this little.
If assets were in other family members' names, that's a different matter.
That's a different.
It's only your wife.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's an interesting thing.
I filled it up already here, yeah, right? So with fresh water and all that. So there's the device. I'm gonna turn that on now to heat it up. Right. So I'm 185, perfect temperature. Right, so you press it once to bring it up to 185. Take the lid off, and that's heating up right now. Wait and see how quick this thing goes up. Right. Now we're already on 60 degrees, 70, 80. It will beep, right? Wait and see how quick that is, ready to go. So all I do is get me water at that top. And let's just call this a medical device, guys, because that's what it is, okay? Now, I need to take the screen out, actually, I forgot about that. I need to put the screen back in. Hold on 1 second now. The screen is in this one. I need to take it out. That will stay hot now for 15 minutes, right? So you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to check on it, you don't need to press another button to keep it on. That will stay on for 15 minutes at that temperature, right? Unless you change the settings. So all I need to do is take this bad boy out. Decarboxylated weed there now. Now I need to try and get this fucking... Hold on now. Bastard. Just let me get my little yellow knife. Oh no. I don't know why I feel like I'm Russian. Okay.
My opinion,
Yeah.
but you know, I'm not Jerry Hutch.
No, it wouldn't be for us. No.
I go to Lanzarote.
Yeah, no, so would I. Oh, mighty, definitely. I suppose that finally, and if we finish up for the moment, on this, the Corinthian boxing, which, you know, to such an extent that that is considered would be his HQ.
He is, no, he's on,
Goes for this.
I think he was on the bonus.
no, definitely with the lawyer. It's so harsh with the lawyer, even though I've done it with the lawyer and all in this. But wait and you see this is a different ball game altogether, Brian. I'm telling you, I'm just getting used to it, but you'll see in 2 minutes.
But like the fact
It's
that was almost 20 years ago. So that
the
was
facts don't lie. The facts is you are inhaling pure, all the goodness of the plant, the THC especially. It's all designed for that. And less harsh. I'm just getting the gauze out, guys.
We can say what we like about Jerry Hutch, we can criticise him for many things.
Fuck's
But
sake.
he is somebody who.
No,
has always
you have other
been
spare gauzes, but for now we don't need to. So anyway,
That was a long term.
right, that goes into the bong attachment. That's still on 185, guys. As I said, it goes off after 15 minutes.
And they would have somewhere to
Plenty of
train.
time to have a
And
session.
trained in there, and
Here goes the
loads
gauze.
of other boxers have found and have been taken, I suppose.
And then you just load up your little, this is what they say, they load up material,
It's
right?
one of those sports
fuck.
that it sort of does
You load up your
make
material,
focus sometimes if
right?
you're floating around
Straight in
out
like
there
that.
in a dangerous place.
Press it a little down, not too much, or else it doesn't really. Here we go.
You know, they have said quite openly.
Now this is meant to be informational, guys, right? Okay.
Children, it's safe, it's lives, it's got them all.
So look, not too compacted, right?
I mean, it's a stark contrast. to
Straight in.
McKinnon's approach to boxing. I mean, the Corinthians is never
That's it, we're
very
done.
much any money.
No more prep, no more farting about. Put that over there, everything's safe, secure, the wind can't blow it out. Straight into our jet flash attachment. So I'm 185. No, clear bowl, so waiting to see this. Now I'm going to cough, obviously, but who gives a fuck? Here we go.
So give you both the final word. How do you think Daniel Kinnan will feel about this?
You should see a tornado in it. It's called a trifecta effect. That's why this is called a jet flash.
Yeah, mischief making, I think, to show how much of a different position he is in to them. I wonder if that would be part of the motivation.
Oh, we're getting going here now, guys. Wait and see this bad boy.
Yeah, I think Daniel Kinnan has bigger worries than whether Jerry Hutch stands for the doll, for sure. But I just think Jerry Hutch is very serious.
That's going in. I'm not holding that in my mouth. This thing is on. We're on 185 pure flavour profile, right? Yeah, it's like a science experiment. Yeah, when you see this bad boy, you should see a tornado. That's why this is the gadget.
This is the beginning.
And what's your final word, Dennis?
Well, I'm just going to say that this is either the beginning or the end of something.
It's because of the lighting.
Pull out and decide,
Right, turn it up.
and say it was a really bad idea.
Turn up to get thick clouds, right? Onto 200. You can go onto 220. But I'm going to stick it on 205 because otherwise you start burning it a bit, right?
Who are very forgiving to their own and, who maybe will see something in Jerry Hutch that the political journalists and that don't.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, Scouser. Yes, it is Scouser. My medical stuff's coming tomorrow. Oh, this is just Star Dog. Here we go. Look at this thing. This thing gets you fucking locked up for a few years. Yeah, you stick it in the bag. You can't. And then when the police come, go, what? This is me medical device. Oh, turn that down a bit. We're on the right. Oh, but the flavour goes a bit. This thing's a weapon. I'm bringing this everywhere I go. Police go, yeah, guns. I'll be like, yeah, mate, shoot me. I'll sue the bollocks out of you, yeah. I've got something on me, yeah, but it ain't a fucking gun. And I need my meds, so I need to take it out of his box. Apparently I can use this in the airport. Do you have to use that glass adapter, man? Can you not just use the little spouty bit? This is how I take my meds. The normal pipette will not do. It's a stressful environment. There's many people. I want to use my ball flash. Well, do you have to carry it like a gun, sir? No, actually no. It's designed to be held like this. Very personal. Very personal. Look, very durable as well. Look, you move around now. Still hasn't went off. Look, 15 minutes.
In terms of criminality, then his family, some of his family members played a key role in the Crumlin-driven feud, and Jaws Byrne was at least floating around in there, maybe as a patriarchal figure for some of those people, and all the way up
Now, it does, doesn't it?
As far as we know, was involved in
Mars Attack. Remember Mars Attack? That's exactly how it sounded, wasn't it? My psychiatrist is like, see, my client would not have took a knife out and stabbed that man. He was looking for his device. God. Right, let's go. But you can put it down and all. Look, we lost 6 people. No one liked the medical device. No one liked it. But what, you can just stick it down like this. Bing bang bush, right? Got your little table. Bing bang bush. It just sits there like that, won't go anywhere, and you can pick it up anytime you want as if you're smoking. That's what it's supposed to think. So if you have a habit of smoking, you can just pick this up and hold it in your hand, and you can time it. So this, you can time it for a 2 minute, 2 minute, 4 minute, 8 minute, and 15 minute shut off time. And then you can turn it straight back on if you want. But it has that so you can kind of put a limit on it. So this will stay like that for 15 minutes, and that's when you know you can stick it down, let the material cool down again, turn it on, and you'll get another go out of it. And it's only a 0.3 doser.
Very sharp toned and you know, kind of a buddy boy type. If we look back at those times in 2002, he became the focus of a major investigation by the Criminal Justice Bureau.
When you stick it on higher, right, it's not about,
The level of money taken by
you can get thicker clouds off it when it's higher, right, especially at 220. Because a lot of people with the lighting and all, you don't see like you're getting any, but I'm telling you, you are. Even when you look at, you can see it. Even when it's on 160, you can see it. You know what I mean? It's just, it's not smoke. It's not combusted material. It's lighter. It's just oils. You know, evaporated oils from the plant. Right, let's go. Mini sesh. Jet flash.
Ultimately, he settled that bill with Cab. I think he paid a lesser amount of something approaching, you know, 200,000 or slightly more. And so you're talking about.
Oh Jesus, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. That's why they say jet flash, because in a fucking flash you're gonna be high as fuck. You're gonna be medicated. Take care, Luke. I'll see you soon. Just having a mini sesh here. I'm sorry if I didn't read your message. That's what it's called. People think, are you on drugs? Are you talking about sessions? No, it's called a medication session.
Because before we go forward to 2000s, you know, the first decade, the Crummage and the wars and what went on after it, we just go back to, I suppose...
Any of you ever invite me around for the barbecue? I'm packing. What have you got? Have you got alcohol? He doesn't bring alcohol. He doesn't. He brings the jet flash. Get the alcohol wipes. Wipe the tip. Get that fucking in you there, mate. What? Get in you. I wiped it.
Certainly some of them have up until recently been still seen out.
Yeah, you put the weed in. You put the weed in the little. Remember, I had a little compartment that looks like this. Look, that's where you put the weed. In these bits, you stuff it in there. It's only a little small little. That's probably a 0.3 maximum dose. Stick it in there. Pack it down a bit. You don't want it to go directly in that little bowl. There is a little hole in it, but you don't want it. That ends up kind of scorching it and burning it. So you want to suspend it over it. And it works for that as well. You know, if that, like, that just fits in there. But the water bowl, you have to turn it upside down. That's red hot, obviously. That's hot. But watch, you can just take that out like that, look. Just take it out, the glass thing out. That's just basically what makes it a water bowl thing. Absolutely I would, yeah. Luke, absolutely I would. No problem.
Remained living in a property just beside that Raleigh Square family home. Probably still is there. It was certainly one of the properties that was mentioned in the second criminal justice bureau case against him in more recent times. And of the first,
holy shit. The 210 brings it out, I tell you, the 210. The 210 brings the fucking... Now, we'll know when it's been 15 minutes, and that's enough. That's what I love about these machines. They'll tell you, babe, that's been your 15 minutes. Oh, like your fags went out, like your joint has went out. That's it, you've done. Obviously, they would say, you know, if you needed to continue your session, the option's there. But you have complete control over it. And as I said, it's healthier.
Formed together into a grouping dealing or drug dealing.
Yes. And we're very, very feared.
So as soon as that goes off, that's it now. Usually I would have had another joint. You know, I'd probably roll a joint out to the shed, but that's enough now. Fuck that. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, we've had a good few lives today and a chat and all that. You get one on, there's a store called, type it in your phone right now, herbalisestore.co.uk. All one word, Herbalize Store. You know, I think it's with a Z, not an S. Herbalize. All legal and all that. It's not one of them little head shop things. Do you know what I mean? It's all, you'd be amazed, Brian. I'm telling you. You will be fucking amazed at what's out there. You'll be fucking amazed. Other than born in a win piff with tobacco, like, do you know what I mean? Apparently on old school, shut the fuck up, yo. You still smoke yours with tobacco, yeah.
He wasn't exactly facing a murder charge.
No, and in the people who are attending the court, including Jaws Byrne.
And remember, that's only a 0.3 material. I could say weed and all that, but we're trying to get with the times. Like everyone's kind of saying that wants to get into the medical side of things. And you don't have to smoke it like me. I smoke it like I want to. You know, it's. But you could go. You can take it as light as you want. You can turn it right down to. I think the lowest it goes is 90. But apparently the best flavour profile and smoke clouds, the range is from 180
And at that point, of course,
to 220.
Jeremy Byrne's two sons, Liam and David, had taken their place on one side of a feuding gang
That's it now.
Gang they
That's it.
sort of were part of.
Hey, look at the eyeballs. It works. Gone. Not gone. I could literally hit that button now. I can literally keep my finger on that button and it'll go straight back up to that temperature. Like it'll be still on it. And you can continue. But that's what I like about it. That's all I need now. That's it. And I think that's a great fucking little gadget. Timer and all. You can change the heat settings on it. It goes on to medium heat and high heat only. Knows it, Brian. You'd be fucking fascinated. You'd be amazed. Yeah, absolutely. I can't take it out now because it's red hot. I can't take it out now, but that piece goes into it. When I went to the park yesterday with the missus, usually I would roll a joint, no big deal, put in one of the little tubes on it. But I wanted to try it now. Avoid the big clouds and the smell and the eyes and all that. And that would just clip into it. And then you turn it the right way around, like a normal vape. You sit around, swigging over. All the same settings apply. You know what I mean? So that's what it would look like if you puffing out of that. You know what I mean? Obviously you have to take care. I'm gonna go now, everyone, as well. It's been great chatting to all yous, but that's where you, and there's plenty of others as well, stores, but that's a good one. Herbalize Store .co.uk and grasscity.co.uk. Okay, grasscity.co.uk. That's another good store. If you use Aztec 10, you might get a 10% discount for Aztec Media, who's on here. UK Medical Aztec Media on YouTube. So anyway, thanks Luke, no problem. Guys, I'm gonna leave it there because I've had enough. I need to tidy up and I might even sneak a bowl of cereal in. But you know, you've fucking cheered me up tonight. We weren't out on the piss on the cocaine. We were in here talking about some minor stuff and having a good old chat. So, you know, and I get paid tomorrow, so hopefully I'll have a smile on my face, huh? So take care, everyone, take care. Good night and God bless. Thanks for your friendship, all yous, and I'll see you soon.